Test, test, test. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We got a few setters we're looking at. We did have some news happen last night, like literally right before London session. GU did this push to the downside. So you already know we're going to do just like we did yesterday. We're either going to look for the price to retrace back to 32.40 and hold that level as resistance, or we're going to look for price to break back down below and hold 32.20 as resistance and look for sales going to the downside. If y'all was in yesterday's live stream, this is how GU ended up finishing playing out. Again, we entered this trade live yesterday, as well as we entered this gold setup live yesterday. So we're going to be looking for continued sells on both of these. Obviously, we see gold retracing, so we're going to just let gold retrace. GJ ended up reversing to the downside as well. Remember, we said I was going to be looking for sells here. You can see during Tokyo session, did a nice drop, and then did another nice drop right here. So at GJ, if we can maintain the whole 201.60 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales going down to 260. So we're either going to look for price to retrace, or if we can break below and hold 201.05 as resistance, then we're going to look for continued sales going to the downside. So we're going to be looking at potential GJ sales. We're going to be looking at potential GU sales. And then we're going to be looking at potential gold sales, right? NAS and US30 continue to push up. So again, we're just waiting for a retracement so we can, what the hell just happened to my levels? There we go. All right, so again, we're just going to be looking for a retracement to ride the wave on NAS100. Obviously, we look at NAS100 US30. They did not really retrace. They just continue to push up. So there's nothing we can really do about that, right? We're still going to be looking for buys nonetheless. Make sure like the live, hop up in here, y'all, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Just dropped a new video for y'all yesterday. Make sure to check that out if you haven't already after the live is over. But yeah, I got to see if GU is going to retrace for us. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at the charts, drop them in the chat. We got our alerts. Also, gold is in the middle of retracing. Now, also keep in mind that we do got some news today. We got 9:45 Canadian news. We got 10:30 Canadian news, and then we have at 2 p.m. and 2:30. We got FOMC popping up. I will be going live with the members of students during this. I'm debating if I'm going live for both of them, but I probably will just go live for. I'll probably go live for both of them. We'll see. It depends. So we see action the first at 2 o'clock. I'm just going to end after that one. But if we don't see any action, we might stay on for both sessions. Or for both, not for both sessions, but for both news events. So again, with GU, we're going to look for price to either retrace back up here or break down below. But we're looking for sales nonetheless. Gold, we're going to be looking for sales as long as we can maintain. Really, it could retrace even up to 40.92, and we can still look for sales there. So again, we're going to just let price retrace. We're not going to go for buys. We're in the downtrend, so we're just going to let price retrace. Yeah, so we're just going to keep it on GU right here. Again, we got our alerts. We're not missing anything. So let's see who's going to retrace back up for us. Those just joined the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal free Telegram. Y'all see on your screens how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. If y'all guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Again, we're just letting gold, not gold, well, gold too, but we're letting GU retrace. Again, look how price reacted when it touched this level. Look how price reacted when it touched this level. This is exactly why we enter and exit off these levels. If y'all was in yesterday's live stream, GU and gold went exactly as projected. Again, if y'all didn't watch yesterday's live stream, make sure to check that out. We literally entered gold and GU live yesterday. We waited for the retracement. We waited for the retest. And then we literally entered in yesterday's live. So we're going to be paying attention to gold, GU, and GJ today. We're going to be looking for potential sells on all three. But right now, we just got price retracing. So we're going to let price retrace right now. So again, y'all, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. We're looking for sells. We're looking for price to either retrace and retest 3240 as resistance or break the long hold 3220 as resistance. We do got news later on today, but you already know if you don't know how to trade news, either join Playmaker University Advanced Play Sooner so you can see how we do it on the behind the scenes, or check out the How to Trade News playlist. I gotta make some more videos for the How to Trade News playlist, but if y'all was on Friday's live stream last week, y'all saw a perfect example of that. We entered US30 buys before the news, and then even when the 830 news popped off, it still went as projected and in our favor. But if you don't understand how news works or how to trade news days, just check out the How to Trade News playlist. Here's my most recent video from that playlist. And again, if you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we get any charts, drop them in the chat. We're just simply waiting for volume and our confirmations to be met. So I'm not against GJ sales here. Let's see how price reacts. I'm gonna just put it up a little bit higher with the safer side. Whoops. So again, we're looking for sales nonetheless. So price is going to retrace. We're just going to look for sales right here. Again, as long as we maintain 40.94 as resistance, we're still going to be looking for sales. All right, we're going to switch into GJ because GJ looks like it's going to try to do something for us. All right, we just broke this level. We got a new 15 about to pop up. So all we're going to be looking for is to see if GJ can hold 201.10 as resistance. If so, we're going to be looking for sales going to 260. All right, we're looking at possible GJ sales. GU also just broke this level. So let's see if we can hold it, because last time we rejected. And again, if we would have took the sell because price touched it, it would have been, again, faked out or took an L. That's why we wait for the break and retest. So if GU can break below and hold 32.20 as resistance, we're going to look for sales going to 32.05. All right, so we're going to be paying attention to GJ and GU right here. Gold is still retracing, so we're not going to pay attention to that. All right, so let's see what this next 15 looks like. Again, those just joined the stream. We have not into this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal, free Telegram. We're going to pull that up in a second. But right now, we're just watching the charts. New 15 just popped up. So let's see how price reacts, right? Let's see how price reacts. And we're looking for price to retest right here. Let's see this level. Kind of liking how both of these are looking right here. I want to see a retest though. I don't think it retested even on the 5 minute. So we're gonna look for a retest right here. You just broke this level. All right, here's the retest. Let's see if we can hold this resistance. Let's see if we can hold right here. Let's see if we can hold right here. GU is still chilling right here. So then we're looking at GJ and G. We're looking to see if we can hold this low as resistance. If we can hold 201.10 as resistance, we're looking for sales going to 260. We're also paying attention to GU right here. Only thing is, already did a big move for the day. So we're either going to see another push before New York session, or we're going to see price chill going into New York. We also got a lot of news popping up today. We have 9:45 Canadian, 10:30 Canadian, 2 p.m. FOMC, 2:30 FOMC. Going to be going live with members and students during FOMC, so members and students make sure to be on the lookout for that link later. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram, playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. So it's like GU's about to try to do something for us. GU's also fucking did a big ass move as well. But we're still looking for sales nonetheless. Gotta see if we can catch something before New York session. Let's see how price reacts right here. But as far as how we're doing so far this week, we're 3-1 this week, which is not bad at all. We went 2-0 yesterday, caught a nice GU sell, caught a nice gold sell. Again, we took these trades and entered them both in yesterday's live streams. Monday, we went 1-1. We took an L on GU, took a W on GJ, caught a nice 1 or 2 on GJ. Also broke these down and entered them in Monday's live stream. As far as how we did last week, we went 6-2, getting a 75% win rate. The week before that, we went 6-1, give us an 86% win rate. The week before that, we went 7-0. Then the week prior to that, we went 5-0. So that's how we're doing so far in October. If you scroll to October 3rd, you'll see how we did last month as well as quarter 3. July, we went 17-2. August, 23-2. And then September, 16-3. Into the quarter, 56-7, giving us an 89% win rate. Catching a total of 270,214 pips. So again, we see how price is retraced. And again, this is why we want to wait for price to not just break the level, but hold as a resistance. Imagine what would have happened if we would have got excited and went for a sell just because price broke this level. We would be in drawdown right now and punches a risk of our stop loss getting hit. You see what I'm saying? Same thing we look at GE. Again, look how GE has been reacting to this level for the past 30 going plus 1 minutes, right? You know, it's not a coincidence that we're looking for an entry here and price is reacting the way it's reacting, right? It's like it's not a coincidence that price touched this level and took off. So again, it's just a little bit of the patience again. As long as, let me bring this back down. As long as we maintain 201.60 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales on GJ. But again, this is why you want to wait for price to not just break a level, but you want to wait for the break and retest. Am I still on? Oh, that's my bad, y'all. The music was paused. My bad. The music was paused. But yeah, I'm still on here. That's my fault. Yeah, I'm still on here though. But yeah, so NIF 15 just popped up. So again, we're going to be looking to see if GJ can break below and hold 201.10 as resistance. If so, we're going to look for sales going to 260. That's my bad, y'all. The music was paused. But yeah, so we're still on. And again, this is why we don't breakout trade, because imagine if we would have went for a breakout either one of these three times on GU, we would have got fucked up here, would have got fucked up here, and we'd be in drawdown right here. Same thing with GJ, right? We went to the GJ sell off the breakout, we'd be in drawdown for no reason, right? So we want to wait for again the break and retest, right? Break, retest, right? Price and I retest here, just like with the GU, right? Broke, retest to the drop. So we're about to see if we're going to get some action right here. Again, we're paying attention for looking for possible sells on GU and GJ. And then later on today, we're also going to be looking at possible sells on gold. All right, again, the reason why we haven't really been talking about NAS and US30 is because, again, we're at all-time highs. We haven't had a retracement yet. We just have price continuously to pump. And there's no way we can have a TP target if it's making new levels and new prices in real time. You know what I'm saying? So, again, that's why we're just not trading it until we get that retracement, right? And even with not trading it, we're still up for the week and making money because, again, we're just going for high probability, high quality setups. So let's see how these two charts play out right here. Just dropped some new videos for y'all this week as well. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I see that scrolling at the bottom of y'all screens. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmaker_way_ post daily on both pages. Got some new videos lined up for y'all today as well. So let's see if we can jump through this trade. Just waiting though. Again, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. If you guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at charts, drop in the chat. Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can hold this right here. Oops, my bad, y'all. Again, we're looking forward to break and hold 33.20 as resistance. If so, we're going to be looking for sales going to 32.05. When you give the stats for the day and the week, is that wins and losses? Yes, that is correct. That is wins and losses. So, for example, yesterday, right? Yesterday we took 2 trades, right? I show you 2 signals. This was the GU signal. This was the gold signal. GC for the futures traders. We took 2 trades yesterday. You can see the teams getting hit. You can see the reactions. And we went 2-0 yesterday. Monday, we took 2 trades. We took a GJ buy and we took a GU sell. We took an L on GU and we took a W on GJ. So we're 3-1 this week. Last week, we went 6-2. We took 6 wins, 2 losses. So the only things that aren't included in this is other charts that went as projected. Like you can see in this screenshot right here, how I did analysis for other charts that ended up going as projected, right? So Monday, which was the 27th, right, you can see in this picture is a screenshot of gold. And I showed the members of students that if we can hold this low as resistance or hold this low as resistance, we're going to look for sales, right? And then when we go to Monday on gold, Monday, gold did a nice drop. Now, I didn't call this as a signal. I just let them know that we can look for this stuff. And I let them know when we was at a key price level, but this is the one that's projected. So there's a bunch of stuff that go, like I can show y'all really quick. Again, these are going to be old signals. So nobody take these setups. Again, these are old signals. Nobody take these setups, right? Again, nobody take the setup. So this was yesterday, right? October 27th, October 28th. You see we took a GU sell, we took a gold sell. Then you can see all the TPs got hit at the beginning of New York session. Then you can see at the beginning of every day at New York session, I dropped the New York price watch list, going over the trades we took during London session, and also possible setups going into New York, right? So obviously we didn't really do too much after that because we took 2 W's. But we go to Monday, right? We go to Monday, again, you see the GU sell, you see the GJ buy. We took an L on GU, we took a double on GJ. And you can see, again, we took this at 4:01 a.m. You can see right here, 6:02. Again, I'm saying go hit the next zone, and I'm showing how GJ is at TP1, right? And I'm showing you again, if gold can break below level of resistance, we can look for sales. You look at gold. This was the market structure on Monday. This is when price hit that level. Again, I sent this screenshot at 6:02 a.m., right? We go to 6 a.m., which was right here. That's where price was at this level. And as you can see, price, New York session did this move right here, right? We go to last week. All right, last week, we took a US30 buy. Again, right? Then you can see here that I'm letting them know that another chart is going as projected that we talked about. And then you can see here, again, beginning of New York, drop the New York price watch list. I'm letting them know that other charts are going as projected, right? So again, so this is literally, I'm not making nothing up. Like this is literally, like when I say we went 6-2, like I said, we went 7-0. We literally do that, right? Like if we go to the beginning of October, you're going to see that we was literally on a 4-week win streak. So when I say we was on a 4-week win streak, we went 7-0, 6-0, 6-0, 4-0, we really did, right? We got to the beginning of October, right? October 1st. While we're doing that, let me switch to GJ, right? We're all the way at the beginning of October, right? We go look at October. We call this GJ sell. All TVs got hit. You see, again, I'm responding to the New York price watchers. You see, we go live during news events, right? You see, I'm talking about other charts that we can look at for setups, right? I'm letting y'all know when we hit key price levels. Again, this was at 10:09. Look what gold ended up doing, right? We're seeing the screenshot for gold saying we broke this level or we retested this level. I'm saying we can look for buys if gold is level as support. Again, I dropped this at 10:09. What did gold end up doing 30 minutes later? Right, how that level of support started pushing to the upside. So I'm letting them know that gold and NAS and these other charts are going as projected. Again, what did we talk about with US30? This was what US30 was looking like. I said we could look for buys here or look for buys here, right? In the New York price watch list. That's why I have it replying to the New York price watch list. Again, this was at 10:09. We go down. What is price doing an hour and a half later? It's pushing to the upside, right? So again, there's a lot of other charts that go as projected. I just not going to call 5 signals a day, but there's a bunch of charts that end up going as projected, right? So again, when we was literally on the win streak, like you can see the signals, you can see the setups, and again, if you're in the live streams, you can see us talk about the stuff during the live streams. Again, look right here. I said if GU can hold this next low as resistance, we can look for the same signal we took on Tuesday, right? Look here, what did GU do? That's GJ. What did GU end up doing? Pushing to the downside, right? So again, like we do this stuff really every single day. Every single day. Right. I send analysis of charts. Right. And we can see them playing out. Right. Like right here. NAS, I let them know we hit this level. What did NAS do after hit that level? Shot up, hit the next level. Right. Talked about gold. What did gold end up doing? Holding the low of support and pushing up. Right. So I give y'all updates on a bunch of other trades throughout the entire day, as well as I call signals. But again, I also show you a bunch of other setups that can play out, that end up playing out. Again, what was this? This was GJ. This was NAS100. I let you know when we just hit the zone, letting you know what we're looking for, right? This was at 4:49 a.m. Look at NAS100 now, right? Again, this is what we was looking at. This is what US30 did, right? Before, after, right? So again, no clickbait. I'm not making none of this stuff up. This is literally like we really do this over here. We really do this over here. All right, again, you can see all the stuff. We're on YouTube, so you can pause, zoom in, do whatever. But again, you literally see no losses right here. So we was literally on a 4-week win streak until 2 weeks ago, right? We literally went 6-2 last week. All right, and then again, you can see I'm showing y'all other setups we're looking for. And as you can see, gold going as projected. Right, again, you see I have this gold screenshot saying we look for buys here, look for buys here. Posted at 703. What did price do at 9 a.m. open? Held the level of support, push to the upside. Right, what did you do? Push to the downside. Just like I talked about in the screenshot. All right. So again, like we really do this stuff over here. And I could spend like literally 30 minutes doing this, but I think y'all get the point. So again, when I say we went 6-2, all the other stuff that's literally just including signals, that's not even including other charts that I show y'all. We can look for setups on, right? It's literally strictly signals. Strictly signals. So yeah. And again, everything we do, we break down into live streams or enter into live streams. Like if you was on a live stream yesterday, we literally entered and took this GU setup live and this gold setup in yesterday's live stream live. All right. Now let's see what else we got going on. So again, GJ is still just chilling right here. So again, we're just going to patiently wait for our confirmations to be met or not met. Same thing with GU. Game plan is still the same though. Game plan is still the same. New hour, new 15 just popped up. Again, we do got some news popping off today. So if we don't see any action now, between now and 6 a.m., I'm just going to wait for 8 a.m. and 9:30. And then we're going to look for a setup there. And then again, we have 9:45 Canadian news, 10:30 Canadian news, 2 o'clock USD news, 2:30 USD news. Going to be going live with the members students at 2 o'clock for the USD news. And then later on tonight around 11 midnight, 1 a.m., we're going to have Japanese news pop off. That's a nice rip right here. Waiting for a retest though. GJ still teasing us right here. Close to retracing. All right, let's see if we can hold this level right here. If y'all guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But again, it's just a patience game. That's all it is. You know what your game plan is. You know what you're looking for. You're just waiting for price to show you that it is willing or ready to make that move. So again, we see the retest going on. We're about to see if we can hold this level as resistance. If so, we're going to be looking for sales going down to 33.05. That is the game plan. That is the game plan. We're going to be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Appreciate those that like the live. Make sure to like the live if you're in here. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We're almost at where we at? Where we at right now? We just hit 4,050 subscribers. Let's get to 4,100. We're right around the corner from that. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. Dropped a couple of videos for y'all this week so far, and dropped some videos for y'all last week. So make sure to check out the playlist. All playlists are up to date. But again, that's why I like to do these live streams. The reality of trading, it's not going to be every day. You just open up a chart and just hop into a trade. Does that happen? Yeah, but it usually happens in the middle of the week. But every day is slightly different, right? But the game plan is still the same. You just got to patiently wait for your setups. Oh, look at that rip. That's a nasty rip right there. He did a nice retest right there. And then DJ still just teasing us right here. Am I tripping? I could have sworn. I had levels marked off. My levels just got deleted somehow. Y'all was here earlier the live. Y'all saw I had my levels marked off, but now my levels are gone. That's interesting. Trading View is trolling me right now. I'm gonna have to redo those levels. I just did those levels. They're gone. I don't think I deleted them. That's kind of weird, but I just got to redo them. It's all good. I'll just redo them after the live's over. But I literally just had those levels marked off. That's very interesting. Yeah, but you did a strong push right here. So we're going to be looking for a retest and close below here in the next 5:15. And then I'm not against going for a sell setup here. Not against it at all. Whoops, wrong time for me. That's a big drop though. Right, but if we go into the naked chart, you'll see why we went for sales yesterday and last week, right? Because we go to the naked chart, what do we see? We see that we caught the entire beginning of the lower low, right? Yesterday, we caught that lower low, and you see price still pushing to the downside. You see last week, we had price make that low. So again, this is why you want to go with the flow of price. And that's why price dumped all day yesterday, because we went with the flow of price. Again, that's why I always say go for strictly and only sells in the downtrend, strictly only buys in the uptrend. All right, a new 15 just popped up. So you ended up pushing down, which happens sometimes. So again, your game plan's still the same. We're going to look for retracement retest, or just look for sales going to the next drop. We're going to be looking for gold sales. As long as gold maintains below and holds 40.94 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales. So we're going to look and see how price reacts to 40.34. I mean 40.34. Or if we can push back down below 39.72, we're going to be looking for sales going to the downside as well. NAS and US30, we're going to be looking for buys. We're just going to be looking for some retracements so we can enter the next buy setup. It still is very, because if y'all go back to the beginning of the live stream, I had levels marked out. Like, I know I'm not tripping. I'm about to pull up the live on my phone because I know I'm not tripping. Like, I know I had my levels marked out. And now I'm about to go to the beginning of the live and see if I'm tripping or not. I'm pretty sure I'm not tripping. Let me go to the, I know I had levels marked out. I know I had levels marked out. So I did have the mark. Okay, yeah. So I guess trading just bugged out on me. So I'm gonna fix that after this live is over. So we're going to look to see if price can maintain 32.20 as resistance. So we're going to look for sales there. If you got into that sell already, hey, shout out to y'all. I'm not in there yet. And then with GJ, as long as we can maintain 201.60 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales. Or if we can break below and hold 201.05 as resistance, we're going to be looking for sales going down to 260. All right, that's the game plan for today. Again, members, we're going to be going live at 2 o'clock for FOMC. We should be going live on TikTok later on today as well. Hopefully, I don't get flagged again today like I did yesterday. But yeah, so we got that thing retracing right now. So we're going to see how it reacts right here. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the live. Shout out to everybody who's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody who's been live since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal free Telegram. If you're interested in learning how to identify these levels, my Signal server, the mentorship program, as y'all know what to do. Make sure to take advantage of the end of summer sale. 25% off the Advanced by Signal 101 sessions. Use discount code locked in for 25% off. And then use discount code PLAYLOOK for 40% off Playmaker University. So yeah, we're going to see what the charts do again. If I don't see anything between now and 6 a.m., I'm just going to wait for 8 a.m., 9:30 New York open, and then look for some setups there.